What's going on, Graveyard? Welcome back to Riverbend Springs. This will be episode 3, the second month for the series. We are now into September. As you see, we are started bright and early this morning because Walter's parsnips are ready for harvest. So, we've got the harvester going on that. I've just been doing carting. We've got the combine moved here because we are storing the parsnips in the back of this barn. I will have to pick them up when it is time to sell them and put them in a trailer. Hopefully it's a bigger trailer than the one we have. But, yeah. So they're working on that. We got a worker plowing the field down here. It'll need to be limed as well. And then as for these 3 fields, in the previous episode, I think it was the previous one. It was either the previous episode or one before that. I had said I was going to combine all 3 of these into one large wheat field. And I think I'm going to leave that to hopefully viewer's decision. If I haven't heard anything, like if there's been no responses or anything, or this video does absolute poor and whatnot, by the time it's time to record the next episode, I will make the decision at that point. So it probably won't be wheat that goes in, because wheat has to go in, well, this month or next month. So I guess there would be time. But I will get them all plowed, at least, and ready to go, so that if we do combine them, all I got to do is combine them, and they're good to go. Yeah, it is plowed, but it needs to be plowed. Make it make sense. Anyway, how far are we? 36%. This episode is probably not going to have a whole lot of exciting because we're harvesting parsnips. Anyone that's done vegetable harvesting knows it is very time consuming. Due to the quirk that I've decided Walter's gonna have, in the future, hopefully we can just get to this modded one that has a tank, if it'll load here, and then we don't have to just sit and babysit it so much. I mean, we'll still have to babysit it. I guess 17,800 liters isn't bad compared to, what's this? Oh, 5.5 meters squared. I don't know what that comes out to be. Well, we're sitting. Why are we not picking anything up? Oh, there we go. Did it like just start? Oh, it was just getting started. So we're about halfway right now. So this one, yeah, that's a significant bump compared to this one. And it'll be faster because it'll do more than just one row at a time. So that could be something we go for. Probably just leasing it for the farm when it comes time to harvest, because I mean, even leasing cost alone, you're looking at $21,500. There's no way that we're gonna waste $420,000 on it just to do one field per year. But I also can't have an episode for every year that is just doing this. At the same time, obviously, I could just forget about the whole quark thing, but I think it adds character to an otherwise just Michael Myers-esque dude who's not even up yet, making us harvest his parsnips, and he can't even be out of bed yet. Psh. But we'll take care of the cows for now. Get them some water. We still got to figure out food situation, because with winter coming, we're not going to have anything for them, which means we're probably going to have to buy bales, and that is expensive. So we will just top up the water, and then I guess we'll look at what bales are going to cost, because we're going to need them come wintertime. Unless I turn one of those fields into grass in this episode, which I guess that could be a play. Since we're waiting, that might be the play, but then we still don't have grassland care, and we don't have money to get it either. So we're kind of stuck. I could sell the cows, but I don't want them, I don't want to have them going, I'll leave that open actually. I don't want to have them going over the winter with no food and just sitting there at 0 production, because that would be killing them. Or unaliving them, I guess, is the term we're supposed to use. YouTube will hate me no matter what, so it's whatever. But right now, they're almost out of food. They have 26 liters, so I need to get food right now. Are we flashing down there? We are not flashing yet, so I've got some time. How much are bales going to cost? Absolutely sucks to have to buy this stuff. Where do I buy bales? There's bales. Don't suppose I can just buy... Nope, there's no TMR. Bale. So, hay bales are going to be... How much is there? 8. So, 2 of them. Those are slightly bigger. So we're going to be buying hay. Well, hay or silage, which is cheaper? Probably hay. Yeah. And you get more. So we'll buy 4 hay bales, I guess. And hope that that can get us through winter with only having the 3 cows. So we'll jump in the work truck here. And we will head down to... Ooh, shit. Sensitivity is weird with this game. I've never been able to find a good sensitivity on controller. But we'll head down to the shop, the farm store, and pick up our bales. We're probably gonna have to stop here along the way and do this. So we'll just pull off to the side here. We'll click on over. And as usual, I will run I'll put a full list of the mods that I'm using in the description. I had talked about maybe doing it as like an end credits, but I think just putting them in the description will be fine. Yeah, so we're here. I can show how we're doing this now. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, just dumping them on the ground. But then we're also going to have to figure out, am I going to use a bucket and scoop these, or buy the modded pickup that would allow me to pick them up? Obviously, the bucket will be cheaper. I've got the tractor, but it'll take longer. and my skills are poor. However, the farm is also poor. So we'll have to see. We also got to watch as rain is supposed to be setting in around 10 a.m. So that gives us just under 4 hours of harvest time before the rain will set in. And we will have to put a pause on harvesting. But for now, we are all systems go. I can't wait till these like glitch underneath that little section of wall on the shed, and then I've just got parsnips forever stuck there. Come on, keep dumping. I gotta be able to park the combine in here. I need you to dump. Come on. I gotta be able to park other stuff in here. This can't just be storing parsnips. Come on, Walter. If you want parsnips, you need to have a better place to store them. Alright, so we got the bales from the store. Oh, our worker has a full tank, so we'll pull off to the side here in front of this garage, even though it says no parking. We'll be back quickly. We're like a superhero, we can teleport. I hate vegetable harvesting. This takes forever. I've made the mistake of accepting contracts for vegetable harvesting on big fields and then realized it, but still went through with it and then lost like 3 hours of my life waiting for this one field to get done harvesting, because I can only do so many other contracts while I'm waiting. Speaking of contracts, as for kind of the quote-unquote rules for this series, if our protagonist here, our MC, gets enough money in his accounts, or his account, singular, to purchase things like a small tractor and a cultivator or something, I would say that he would then be able to do contracts on days that he's maybe not needed, like perhaps in the winter time. Maybe he could find a cultivating contract then and use his own machinery to do it. He will not be allowed, I won't have him using Walter's equipment to do it. But I feel like that would be a fair enough route to go. I guess we'll store these over here. So we'll park the truck here. We'll open this door up, and when the John Deere is free, I will unload these proper. But it's gonna be a while. So, as I said, this episode's not gonna have a whole lot of exciting going on. Probably not even a time lapse, but this is gonna be a major jump cut, because we're gonna go from here, and then next time you see us, this field will be done. Alright, so as promised, the next time you saw this field, it would be done. However, there's quite a bit that also got missed. I may or may not have forgotten to unmute my microphone, so a big portion of this video is now lost due to no audio. Well, no audio from me. So, the plow's chugging away over here. We can hop up here and look at what's all been done. These fields are all plowed. It would not let me plow. It would not let the worker plow. I was doing the carting, but it wouldn't let the worker plow this field. And plowing is like harvesting vegetables. It's time consuming, mind numbing. I refuse to do it, basically. And so yeah, this one will just go without being plowed this time. But they all got limed. And then also the field down here. I also slowed time down a little bit once it started getting darker, because it gets annoying trying to work with just the lights. At least when it's still dusk like this, you can see. And I limed this field, which would have been the first bit of the time lapse. And then the rest of it would have just been me doing the lime on the other fields while having to stop and cart every couple minutes. But all in all, that is where we are going to leave off for this episode. When we come back, we'll be going into October, and we will need to get some fields planted, whether we're doing a cover crop or I believe we can still do wheat. Yeah, we'll be able to do wheat in October. It'll be a late plant, and we will take it from there. I'll try to make this video come out a week in advance to the next one, so that way if there is some response on what I should do with these 3 fields, we can actually do that. But that's going to conclude this episode. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to stay up to date with the series, go ahead and hit me with a subscribe. I would much appreciate it. And until next time, have a good one.